January 17, 2024. Good day all. This is a message from Sierra Victor. We continue with psychological operations tactics, techniques, and procedures as from FM 3-05.301 of the United States Army, written in 2003 as backbone, but we supplement our program with other sources as we continue. Sierra Victor side note, as we do research on this subject, and as you will see, it is like P.W. Botha used to say, a total onslaught on our people. So, don't be too hard on yourself or others if you fell for PSYOPS in the past or even now still. Chapter 1. PSYOPS Mission and Functions. PSYOP Missions. PSYOP are conducted at the strategic, operational, and tactical levels of war to influence target audiences. PSYOP forces provide a non-lethal capability in conveying information to selected TAs and governments to influence their emotions, motives, objective reasoning, and behavior. PSYOP soldiers perform the following 5 principal missions to meet the intent of the supported commander. Advise the commander on psychological operations actions, PSYOPS, PSYOP enabling actions, and targeting restrictions that the military force will execute. These actions and restrictions minimize adverse impacts and unintended consequences, attack the enemy's will to resist, and enhance successful mission accomplishment. Influence foreign populations by expressing information subjectively to influence attitudes and behavior, and to obtain compliance or non-interference. These actions facilitate military operations, minimize needless loss of life and collateral damage, and further the objectives of own forces. Provide public information to foreign populations to support humanitarian activities, restore or reinforce legitimacy, ease suffering, and maintain or restore civil order. Serve as the supported commander's voice to foreign populations to convey intent and establish credibility. Counter enemy propaganda, misinformation, disinformation, and opposing information to portray friendly intent and actions correctly and positively, thus denying others the ability to polarize opinion and political will against own forces. PSYOP functions. To conduct the 5 PSYOP missions effectively and efficiently, PSYOP units perform 7 functions. These functions include the following. Perform command, control, communications, computers, and intelligence, C4I, functions. C4I is the exercise of authority and direction over assigned PSYOP forces when accomplishing their missions. A PSYOP commander performs this function by arranging personnel, equipment, communications, supplies, facilities, and procedures when planning, directing, coordinating, and controlling PSYOP. PSYOP forces play a unique role in the intelligence function. They are both a producer and a consumer. PSYOP forces have the ability to collect, process, integrate, analyze, and evaluate relevant information for their own use and for use by the supported commander. Develop PSYOP plans, programs, supporting programs, series, and products. Development involves the selection of psychological operations objectives, POS, and supporting psychological operations objectives, SPOs, the conceptualization of multiple series, the construction of specific product prototypes, as well as the recommendation of actions to influence the beliefs of selected TAS to modify their behavior. This function consists of detailed coordination between various PSYOP elements involving target audience analysis, TAA, series development, product prototype development, approval process review, and evaluation before and after dissemination to measure PSYOP effectiveness. Produce PSYOP media. Production is the transformation of approved PSYOP product prototypes into various media forms that are compatible with the way foreign populations are accustomed to receiving information. Some production requirements may be contracted to private industry, while other requirements may be performed by units attached or under the tactical control, taken, or operational control, UPCON, of the PSYOP forces. Distribute PSYOP products. Distribution is the movement of completed products from the production source to the point where disseminators are located. This function may include the temporary storage of PSYOP products at an intermediate location. Depending on the type of product, this can be done either physically or electronically. PSYOP forces must make full use of organic equipment, commercial assets, and resources of other services to facilitate the distribution process. PSYOP planners should attempt to simplify distribution and ensure alternative and contingency techniques whenever possible. Disseminate PSYOP products. Dissemination involves the delivery of PSYOP products directly to the desired target. PSYOP forces must leverage as many different media and dissemination means as possible to ensure access to the targeted foreign population. Employ tactical PSYOP. Tactical PSYOP forces provide PSYOP functions on a reduced and limited scale to a supported tactical commander within a designated area of operations, AO. These forces are sometimes the supported tactical commander's only link with indigenous populations. Tactical PSYOP forces also collect relevant information for use by developers and the supported commander. Conduct internment/resettlement, I/R, operations. In virtually all situations where military forces are used, the management of internees becomes an integral part of the operation. PSYOP forces dispel rumors, create dialogue, and pacify or indoctrinate internees to minimize violence, facilitate efficient camp operations, and ensure safe and humanitarian conditions persist. This function also complements other PSYOP tasks through testing of materials, assessing the culture of potential audiences, collecting information and processing intelligence, and recruiting key communicators, informants, and collaborators. PSYOP and Information Operations. Information operations, IO, are actions taken to influence adversary information and information systems while defending one's own information and information systems. IO are conducted at all levels of war, across all phases of an operation, and across the conflict spectrum. PSYOP function not only as an integral capability of IO but also as a leverage for IO activities and capabilities. PSYOP are, therefore, a user of IO capabilities and technologies and a contributor to the overall IO effort of the supported command. Information operations support to PSYOP. Joint and service-specific IO support elements and organizations offer the following capabilities and technologies that enhance and facilitate PSYOP in support of a commander. Databases and links to other services and to OGAs that can provide alternate distribution or dissemination means and intelligence support to PSYOP forces. Access to organizations that conduct media, propagation, and spectrum analysis, as well as modeling. Systems and links to facilitate the collection of PSYOP impact indicators. Access to organizations that provide critical personality profiling and human factor analysis. Thank you for listening or reading this message. In our next message we will continue with Chapter 1. PSYOP as a contributor to information operations. Please feel free to use and distribute as needed. Our messages are not by any means enticing you to a revolution of sorts, but rather to equip you with the necessary theoretical background in order to assist local armed forces or police in stabilizing a SHTF situation. Please contact any admin on any Sierra Victor group for our previous material or search for our channel on YouTube. We wish you well. Sierra Victor.